Hey everybody, Ben here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. I'm going to ring some bells here. They may be a little loud. If you're sensitive, you may want to turn your volume down and we'll see what comes through. So the very beginning I almost felt like I was in a riverbed or a creek, kind of like this. And I was laying down. Well, I wasn't like physically laying down, like I was being laid down on my back into the riverbank, but all the water was like rainbow colored. And then like I, I felt like I was pulling a blanket, if we will, over myself, laying there, and I wasn't going down with the water. The water was moving all around me, and this is it's giving more of a protection, cleansing experience. Uh, but flow is also there as well. So maybe we're in a position where uh, we're taking on energy or experiencing energy that isn't ours or we didn't request, and uh, we need to. Protection's great, but sometimes we don't know that we're picking up energy at times if we haven't learned every bit about it, and sometimes it gets in there and it's not ours, and that flow is allowing it to flow, looking at the rainbows as everything and anything all around us. We can deem it as good, we can deem it as bad, positive or negative. No matter what it is all, it is there. And uh, if we are in that position, and maybe it just naturally happens, we're like the true empath and we're picking up energies that aren't ours, allowing it to flow through us, instead of going with it, as in I was still in that stream, and that energy, the water, was going by me. It wasn't me going with it, like with the current. I'm not identifying with it. I'm not picking it up. I'm not taking ownership of it. I'm allowing it to flow through me. And that's a difficult thing to start to understand if we haven't really uh, been able to get to a place where we can release that, or instead of just struggling and pushing through it till we get out of that density of energy. But really being mindful of when these things pop up, whether emotionally or physically in our body, light switch kind of aspects, and there's really no reason for us to be feeling these emotions or this pain, and uh, really focusing, was I just thinking about something that would have triggered this? I don't think so. So I'm picking up something, and instead of carrying it, thinking it's us, placing that responsibility on us, carrying this for others, oh, whether mindfully or not, uh, really trying to hone in a way to be more mindful of this and figure out a way that works for us, you, of how to uh, sense it coming in and letting it go, or letting it flow through you, versus carrying it. And then obviously that would change our mood, our demeanor, our thoughts, our behaviors, our choices, and how we perceive our overall experience at that time or in the future with it. So that is going to be a personal thing, and we're going to have to do some trial and error. uh, got the death card, transitions. This feels more like for an empath that is probably did this for most of their life and didn't know any different. They didn't know that they had disabilities. They didn't know that this was a thing, that this happened, that uh, these emotions are mine, that I'm just a roller coaster, that uh, I've just been dealt a bad hand, however it is, that I don't have to carry this, that this isn't mine. Really getting in tune with that. There's a bunch of information, and everybody has a different way of going about it, which means not every situation or way is going to work. It is very personal. No one is in your body other than you. And if this is something you want to work towards, it's something to really start paying attention to, really monitoring your mood or your thoughts, your behaviors, to see what is mine and what is not mine, and letting go of it, versus carrying it. We got the Page of Cups reversed. Don't take offense to this word. It says immaturity, and we're just looking at, it's new. It's new to us. It is something we may not have perceived before, or maybe we just started to, and we started picking up on little hints here and there. But it might be strengthening in a more of a negative experience. We don't understand it, what's going on. These kind of situations can send our mind into a tizzy or make us question a lot of things in life. But this is this learning phase that, hey, what is mine, what is not mine, and how to let go of it, how to let it pass, how to let it flow versus us going with it in the flow. Uh, like I said, we can get into protection and whatnot, and to an extent it does work, but at the same token, we have to, if we are gifted this way, we have to figure out how to allow that energy to flow, because we're just an automatic magnet. Sometimes we don't have a choice. We got the Knight of Swords, swift action. This is catching it quick before we can allow our mind to manipulate that it is ours. We can look at that empath, just a basic, very blatant, generic term that probably uh, society uses of, hey, there's a problem, let me help you, let me sympathize, let me make it all better. So in this experience, the way it's giving is that it's not so much with people. I mean, it is, but not, it's giving more of just being here, just alone, and picking up energy, driving somewhere, walking into a store, and you're just absorbing these energies. uh Naturally, with that generic term of the empath, is like, oh yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'll help you. Yeah, no worries, kind of thing. Even though we're not perceiving ourselves doing that, but internally that may be what's taking place. And when this is happening, this is where the swift action is uh, removing it quickly or letting it flow through us versus carrying that burden, that weight, and really monitoring to say, where'd this come from? Is this mine? Is this connected to me at all? And we can justify these things at times. The devil, self addictions. This is what I mean by uh, caring more, over helping, and it's not so much like literally doing it, and it may be, but it's coming off as just, it's programmed inside of us, and energetically, we're the sponge, and we're just taking this. And uh, there's nothing wrong with helping people. I'm not going in this direction at all. Uh, but if it's damaging us or hurting us or deterring, directing our actions, our behaviors, our thoughts, it's not a really great, healthy life. And at one point, we would start to realize that, hey, this is inevitably killing me, not physically, maybe, but it's not healthy for me to keep doing this. I need to create these boundaries. And I know here before I was talking about that I don't think we really know that we're doing it. Maybe it's something we need to start paying attention to, that, am I doing this? Am I over pleasing in the situation, energetically as well as in person, because it makes me feel like a good person, or it's just something that's programmed in me and I don't know any better. That kind of sounded really confusing. I don't know if that made any sense. Six of Pentacles reversed, 100%. Selfishness. We would feel extremely selfish doing this. Uh, it's programmed into us to be this. Would imagine at a younger age, it was the only way to survive or receive love or be accepted or appreciated. And removing that would paint a different picture of us. That this is more giving like in-person interaction, but also uh, in our own thoughts, how we view people, how we see people, uh, guilt and shame, how this is all carried. These are a lot of emotions that are connected to a very open individual, that if we are carrying those emotions energetically, we're open, we're the sponge. And I'm not saying we close off so much that we become the person we fear or maybe even despise in the world, but it is this place of establishing yourself to make a choice what energy comes in and what energy does not. Otherwise, if we are carrying these emotions, we are in a very open, receptive space, and this is happening without us making that decision. It is just energetic. So be our last card. Five of Swords. Confrontation. This may be something that we may fear, whether in physical, interaction, of if we did start presenting ourselves in a different light or carrying a different self-respect, boundaries, and self-worth, the people that benefited off of it will have an issue with that. But we can also look at this confrontation as that wound inside of us is something that uh, has so much resistance and pain connected to it that we may not understand that trying to enter this place, we feel like this. We would feel uh, like such a bad person, and that is not the case at all. But that resistance is going to be very difficult to push forward through. And to confront that is going to take a lot of dedication and courage to go up against the polar opposite of what you perceive yourself as or what you want to be perceived as a good, caring, giving person. But uh, us being open this much, it is, I just want to say, I don't think it's really killing us, but it's taking a huge toll on us, on our body, on our mind, on our thoughts, on our progress, on how we show up on the world, the opportunities we have, and that smile that is true instead of fabricated. I'm going to leave this here. If it resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later. See you.